welcome back to another Draco Reacts and Vlogs. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also comment on the video. And today, in our Super Cup match, PSG 2, Tottenham 2. And we lost the Super Cup in the most Spursiest way possible. Not only did we fumble a 2-goal lead, but in the penalty shootout, we also fumbled a two goal lead as well. But that was the only chance we could have picked up a trophy early this season. And to be honest, we actually looked like the better side, both going forward and going defensively. And when I woke up this morning and I saw that my team was facing PSG, I was like, crap. We're gonna get smashed, just quicker than the mallet smashes a wood, to be specific. Or we're going to stink our way through a 1 or 2 goal win, just like how we did against Manchester United in the Europa League final. These were two possibilities that I thought of in my mind. I was looking to the starting 11. I know last match we played in the friendly against Bayern Munich, we got smashed quicker 4-0 because some of the goals were from long ball. But this time we actually reverted to a back five. 5 guys at the back, like 5 guys at the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? So we had 5 defenders in the back. Obviously, we had no creative midfielders because both of our creative midfielders, Madison, who is out with ACL until next year, and Kulizeski were all injured as well. So there was no creative midfielders. It was just flat out defensive. We had 3 DMs, we had Sar, we had new Joao Paulinho, and then we also had Bentancur. Then up top we had Richie and Kudus. And for PSG's, they just got the new keeper and they placed him straight in the net, and they didn't have Donnarumma in the squad at all. He was just excluded. He was just sent to a faraway island. And they also had one of their best midfielders, Joao Neves, suspended because of the altercation he got in Chelsea. But nevertheless, I do want to get into the game first. But before I get into it, we're going to say that we actually look good. The way Thomas Frank set us up, both defensively and offensively, we actually looked pretty good the way we were set up. We were just looking good, defending well, also creating more chances. But in the end, when the crunch time really matters, according to our club's history, we fold quicker than a regular quesadilla. But I'll get into the game first. I'm very devastated that we had the chance to win the trophy. We were minutes away from winning it. And then we just threw it away, like throwing away rotten food in trash can. Just threw that away. But like I said, getting into the game, first start, we are actually pressing PSG way high up. If I'm being real, I did not expect my team to play like this, especially how we played against Bayern. But we were pressing them up, and we were also frustrating their attack and their midfielders as well. We were frustrating the entire PSG's world-class front three. Dembele was also frustrating. He couldn't get anything out of it. Same for Kvaratskhelia, as well as Doué and Barcolo. We were also frustrating them. We also frustrated their midfielders. Fabian Ruiz didn't start, so they had Vitinha in there, and then they had Zaire Emery there. And then backline, we also troubled their backline a bit. And then, as well as their fullbacks, I think early in the first half I like the way that Cruz was cooking Nuno Mendes. He was also cooking defenders and some of the midfielders. He was also linking up play with Richarlison, who also started as one of the 2 attackers in the 5-3-2 formation. Gave the ball Richie. Richie had opportunities. He missed some, but he had one good shot at target, which Chevalier saved. Then when Vicario took a goal kick around the 38th minute, before he took it, we were still frustrated in PSG. We took more. He only had one shot in total, but we also had more shots and had more attempts on their goal. But when Vicario took the goal kick in the 38th minute, Romero headed it in, and João Palhinha, he directed the ball towards goal with his feet. Chevalier saved it, but Van der Ven was there tapping in. It was 1-0 from there. Could have opportunities to make it 2-0 or 3-0 in the first half, but should have taken our chances better, which could have been more clinical. In the second half, it was another set piece from Porro. Took a free kick, Romero headed it, and Chevalier had a howler. Then it went straight in the net, so we were 2-0 up early in the second half. And PSG were just exhausted, tired. They didn't do anything enough to at least warrant a goal. Yes, they did score an offside goal from Barcola, but Ruiz was offside in the build-up play when they were trying to get one back, and that was ruled out. And we also had another chance where Danso, he could have directed his header towards goal and do another set piece, but again, he missed it. Same thing for Kudus as well, I think, as well as some other players. They had another header, another shot. I think Porro took a free kick, but it was just well off target. It could have been 3 or 4-0 up, if I'm being real. And of course, we also did play pretty well until the substitutions came in. I wanted Richie to stay on longer, as frustrating as he is during the past couple seasons. He was actually doing pretty good in terms of having some opportunities to score, which in my opinion he should have converted, as well as just getting the ball in the box and ability to at least try to convert some stuff in the final third. I think as soon as Richie went off, as soon as Paulini went off, for both Archie, Gray, and Solanke respectively, I think that's when the game changed. And it definitely changed as soon as Frank took off Kudus for Tell, which was a bad idea. Because I think you just stopped paying attention like after the 85th, close to the 85th minute. And as soon as the 85th minute went, no one was marking Lee Kanyin, who also came on as a substitute. And scored a brilliant goal. I cannot lie. That was a nice strike, and made it 2-1. And I was like, shoot, if they make it 2-2, and I've seen my team concede 2 goals when we were 2-0 up, I think this game could turn. And like I said, Romero and whoever was defending in the right hand side leaned up to that first goal from PSG. Should have done better at close him down, or at least mark him. You just left him unmarked, and that's how PSG were able to get back in the game. Then at the 90th, close to the end of the second half, again, no one was marking Ramos, specifically Romero. He should have kept a good job marking Ramos, and then Spence cut down a bit better with the cross. And then Dembele crossed it. No one was marking Ramos. Boom, just gave him a free header. Make it 2-2. And since I heard it wasn't going to extra time, it's going straight to penalties. And once again, we fumbled a penalty lead. We were the first to take penalties. Solanke, who I think should have came on later, or should have not come on at all, scored the first penalty. That was a good penalty. Vitinha did send our keeper the wrong way, but he missed. So I was like, nice, we're up in penalties for a bit. But I know there's a way we bottle it, because when it comes to a penalty shootout, I've seen my team go out of a cup competition all based off of penalties. And we scored a second penalty, which was pretty good. And then I think can't really blame Mickey for the penalty. I think the keeper went the right way. It wasn't that bad. But Tao, oh my God. Bro sent the keeper the wrong way. only for his penalty to go way wide of the box. And by the time he took it, PSG got one penalty back, and as soon as he missed it, it was basically over. There's no way Vicario is going to save the remaining penalties, especially when you have PSG's star players come up and converting them. And then the result came. PSG beat us on penalties, 4 penalties converted, while we converted 3 penalties, and they won their Super Cup. Very devastated that we threw away that Super Cup. I wanted to win that Super Cup, even though winning will probably be nothing. But still, it's a major trophy that I want to win. We haven't won it since, and we could have the opportunity to win it, but throwing away a 2-goal lead after being 2-0 up in the 80th in over 18 minutes, with us being a better team, to be honest. Like I did mention earlier, we were the better team. We were just set up, we were just making sure PSG attackers are frustrated. They can't get their ball in the final third, as well as troubling them, both midfielder and defensively. We could have won that game easily, but instead, as soon as we let them back in the game, 1 goal back, they came back into the game, and they took the Super Cup from us. And they did some dark arts today. They skanked their way to win that Super Cup. If I'm being honest, I don't think PSG were the better team. I think we were the better team today, structurally. But according to our history, we always throw things away in crunch time. So PSG won their trophy. I think Romero was found out at the end of the match. Like considering that, yes, I'm happy he scored a goal in an important match, make it 2-0, double our lead. But at the same time, he should have been marking both Ramos and Lee Kanyin when they both scored, because no one was marking both of them. No one was tracking back when both of them scored goals. And for Tell, I really think he shouldn't come on. If you want to take Kudus off, which I disagree, you shouldn't take him off. Bring on Johnson. I know he has purple patches here and there, but at least he can score in crunch times. We've seen it in last year's Europa League. He can at least do something in the crunch moments and stuff where it really matters. Instead, he brought on Tell, and maybe should have kept Richie on a bit longer. I know he's a bit frustrating, but I think he would have gotten at least a goal if you kept on for longer. And you should have kept on Paulinho as well. I think taking off Paulinho was a big mistake. I think he was bossing the midfielder. He was also instrumental to our own opening goal, which Van de Ven converted the rebound. I think you should have kept Paulinho on. You have helped up our midfield a bit and not let us, I guess, concede late, if you know what I mean. But again, like our history and our heritage, we always concede and throw things away in crunch moments. And look what happened. PSG beat us on penalties, and as much as I don't want to say they deserve to win it because we were a better team, I do want to say congratulations to PSG and the players for just winning Super Cup. Congratulations. I think should have kept focus, not lost clarity, and just not make any silly substitutions, because substitutions definitely kill us. But you know, it is what it is. The Super Cup is over. We didn't win it. Unless if we want to win the next Super Cup, we have to win the Champions League. But as frustrated as I am, because we could have won that trophy easily, we could have won 2 trophies in the span of 3 months. We have to focus on this season, I guess. Super Cup's done and dusted. I really wanted to win it, but we just didn't defend right. Specifically when conceding those equalizers, we should have converted our chances. We could have won this easily, 3 or 4-0 easily, but you know, it is what it is. We got upcoming season next, and if we can at least win one of the trophies that we have left, such as the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, the Premier League, and the Champions League, then I'll say the season. I'll say the season's it's a good season. If not, we have to go again. But we still have a couple more days left until the transfer window opens. I've been hearing some links about getting Savinho, also reviving talks for Eze, but if we put the money down, and I know we've seen our 42 million bid rejected by City, can put the right amount of money down, we can get these players over the line. I think we can at least win one trophy. But again, gutted that he threw away the Super Cup from being at advantage position twice, both on penalties and scoring goals. But you know, it is what it is. Just disappointed that could have gotten a trophy. But you know, past is the past. We just have to move on, and hopefully we can win one of the 4 trophies that we have this season. Thank you very much, and I'm out.